Hello students, how are you all? Welcome again in this video lesson. In today's video lesson we will do question number J of section 2 chapter number 7 water and atmosphere. So page number 117. So in the last video lesson we have already done the discussion of short answer questions. So this is question number J, long answer questions. So first one is explain the process of nitrogen fixation from the rhizobium bacteria. How rhizobium bacteria fixes atmospheric nitrogen and mix it to the soil. Very important here it is. So it is this is done totally on the basis of a symbiotic relationship between the rhizobium bacteria and the leguminous plant. So rhizobium bacteria lives in the nodules of the present in the leguminous plants. This rhizobium bacteria's ability to convert atmospheric nitrogen into soluble nitrates and mix it to the soil. Okay. In return, plants provide them food by the process of called photosynthesis. In this way they live together and exchange both of the things. These bacteria convert nitrogen into the ammonia into the nitrates, and this nitrate used by the plants for making protein. Nitrogen fixing bacteria also provide nitrates in return to the food and shelter. This relationship between the leguminous plant and the rhizobium bacteria is called a symbiotic relationship, and the process is known as symbiosis. So by the process called symbiosis, this nitrogen bacteria, fixing bacteria, helps to convert atmospheric nitrogen into soluble nitrates. Now, how is oxygen renewed? Explain. Oxygen is renewed. Oxygen is renewed for this question. If we say we have to discuss the oxygen cycle and the carbon dioxide cycle. All of you know this is oxygen cycle and carbon dioxide cycle. Oxygen is we are using lots of oxygen from the atmosphere that should be returned back. How it get returned back? While using this oxygen for respiration and other burning, etc., combustion, in return we release carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide are absorbed by the plants for photosynthesis through stomata, and after doing photosynthesis they prepare food in the presence of sunlight and give out oxygen into the atmosphere. So by this process of photosynthesis and respiration cycle goes on in cycle form, and this way we can renew this oxygen to the atmosphere again. Okay, so the next question is give two physical properties and two uses of nitrogen, carbon dioxide and oxygen. So two physical properties of oxygen, if you want to say very common properties, you can say that is physical is nitrogen is non-toxic. It is so it is used as a food preserver of food preservative. It is used in a chips container or packets. In this bacteria does not grow. This nitrogen is found in atmosphere in both in combined state and in the single form. It is also used in the process called protein synthesis. It is used in manufacturing of some explosive also, like TNT and trinitroglycerin, like that. Physical properties of oxygen, you can write also it is colorless, tasteless and odorless. It is more soluble in water than nitrogen. It is neutral to the litmus paper. Uses of oxygen is so much. It's for respiration. All of you know it helps in it uses in combustion also. So lots of uses are there of oxygen. And physical properties of carbon, it is also found in free state in nature and also in combined state. It is having tetrahedral shape. Okay, it has also very color. It is it's black in colorless. It's black in color, sorry. And carbon dioxide is used in as a dry ice for keeping the food in very cold, frozen meats. It is used in fertilizers. Obviously, it is used to extinguish fire and also in photosynthesis process. So this is all about these uses and properties of physical properties of nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Next is question is here, the give word equation for the following. And during online class I told you to write the not only write word equation. If you can write the chemical equations also. Suppose burning of fuel plus oxygen, you can say that fuel plus oxygen, it gives out carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy. Okay, so after that you can write for combustion of wood also, same thing you can write. Combustion of wood, when wood is get burned, what equations we can say here all about this. Since wood is also a type of fuel, so wood plus oxygen, it gives heat, light and carbon dioxide gas. Okay, next one is the combustion of, next question is combustion of it's a respiration process, very important. Respiration is another one, that is here glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide, water and energy in the form of ATP. Photosynthesis, a word equation is carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it gives us glucose, oxygen. Okay, and preparation of hydrogen from potassium chlorate. So another important, potassium chlorate, KClO3, when is heated it gives KCl plus oxygen. The equation is potassium chlorate gives on heating, it gives potassium chlorate plus oxygen, potassium chloride plus oxygen, 2 KClO3 on heating in the presence of catalyst MnO2, it gives KCl, 2 KCl plus 3O2. This is the equation for liberation of oxygen gas from potassium chlorate. Now give two sources of air pollution and 3 effects of air pollution. So there are so many sources of air pollution. Any of 2 you can write. Sources of air pollution, that is industries, burning of fuels in the industries and the vehicles, burning of garbages. So many things are sources are there from where these gases comes out. Human activity sources are there. Side by side natural activity also you can write, like volcanic eruption, forest fire, also release methane gases, underground deposits and digestion of food by kettles, dams and water flooded areas and rice farming. Okay, so these are the natural way from where so these are the natural source of air pollution. And next one is the effect of air pollution. There are so many effects of bad effects or ill effects of air pollution or pollutants is the concentration of these gases increase in a greenhouse effect and leads to the causing global warming. Gases of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, it also causes acid rain. Carbon monoxide causes headache, dizziness, weakness, upset stomach, vomiting and chest pain. Sulfur dioxide causes respiratory disorders. CFC gases causes for depletion of ozone layer. Suspended particulate matters also cause respiratory disorder and visibility and lungs cancer or sometimes. Smog is a smoke and fog, combination of smoke and fog is a very common in winter in some places like in Delhi. During cold, it also causes poor visibility, leads to the cancellation of trains and flights. Carbon dioxide and oxides of nitrogen causes respiratory disorders. So there are so many effects, endless effects we can say of these pollutants of air, from the pollutants of air pollution. So it's very important to reduce this. How is carbon dioxide is renewed? Again, carbon dioxide renewed by the process that is called respiration, and also from the burning. So carbon dioxide is all renewed by, we can say here, like oxygen cycle, oxygen is renewed. Carbon dioxide is also renewed by oxygen, carbon cycle. Okay, so when during photosynthesis, when plants uses carbon dioxide and release oxygen, this oxygen is utilized by the animals for their respiration and other activities, and in return they gives out carbon dioxide, which are used by again plants for photosynthesis. So this cycle goes on, and the carbon dioxide is renewed to the atmosphere again. So burning of this, we can say, we can renew them. Next is with the help of a well-labeled diagram, explain the laboratory preparation of oxygen gas. So laboratory for preparation of oxygen gas, you can go for this experiment from the potassium chlorate. It is figure is also given here for page number 106. If you try from potassium chlorate, when potassium chlorate is heated in the absence of air in the closed test tube, in the presence of manganese dioxide as a catalyst, what you will see, when potassium chloride is heated, it changes to the black color, whose is the potassium chloride, and the gas that comes out from the delivery tube is collected by downward displacement of water in the gas jar. So in this way, oxygen can be prepared in the laboratory. Another is the laboratory preparation for oxygen, that is from hydrogen peroxide. When again hydrogen peroxide is used in the presence of here manganese dioxide as a catalyst, it releases oxygen gas. It becomes hydrogen peroxide is decomposes to water and oxygen gas. So oxygen gases which is prepared is again collected in the gas jar by downward displacement of earth. So these two experiments are there which we can do in the laboratory to prepare oxygen. So any one of you can write here with a level diagram and this. So these two experiments are also very important regarding the picture studies. One is given in your book also in picture study. Number 2, observe the diagram here. You have to label A, B, C. A is A is a dropping funnel. It contains hydrogen peroxide, and B, it is a manganese dioxide where catalyst is kept here. And number C label is oxygen gas which is collected. What is the role of B? Role B is act as a positive catalyst here, which speed up the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Name the chemical which can be used in place of A to prepare the hydrogen gas. For this you can use potassium chlorate. Definitely you can use potassium chlorate also. Okay, but in that process we have to heat it. Instead of hydrogen peroxide, using we can use potassium chlorate for this preparation. Okay, but we have to heat here in the first one, in case no heat is required. Write down the chemical equation for the gas C being prepared. So for this, the experiment here given is we write case 2KClO3, H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide, 2H2O2 plus, in the presence of catalyst MnO2, you will get 2H2O plus O2. So in this way you can have these picture study questions in this chapter. So many, we have to follow these questions thoroughly. Okay, so this is all about this whole chapter we have completed. Now nothing is left here. All question answers chapter, everything is discussed in the video lesson and online class also. So after now, it's your duty to complete the work and get prepared for your final term examination. Okay students, thank you very much. See you again.